Welcome to the Graffiti Jungle and another episode of Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. I'm your chief, Johar, leader of the Kim Dynasty and the Spiritual Bandits, because we take our abundance, we don't ask for what's rightfully ours. And on today's episode of Tangential Thoughts, we have a special segment of Cigar Talk. So I will be unboxing my 7th book. I'll be unboxing my 7th book, and I technically wanted to do a live for it, but Wi-Fi not acting right. So here we go. So here's the Graffiti Jungle. The Graffiti Jungle is a mobile t-shirt book business, and so right here I have everything I would need. Well, not everything, but mostly 95%, 70% of everything I would need. So I just want to walk through. Got my switch in here. Not supposed to be in there, but I thought it was gonna be doing a live stream, so I added it to the box. So let's just go through. First, and I know if you've seen this before. If you've been through the rest of the unboxings, you've seen and you follow this journey, you know all the books. So here's the first book, Tangential Thoughts version 1. Tangential Thoughts version 1. And I just gotta do it. I gotta do it because I have the sweater on. Because it was like, yo, how you gonna promote your book? You gotta have some t-shirts and you gotta have this and that and da-da-da. So boom. Bam. Boom. So hopefully you can kind of see it. Hopefully it kind of shows. Tangential Thoughts version 1. The cover is also on my back. Right there it says Q. It's supposed to look like a Q. And then on the back it says the artist. The artist. So this is my very first book, Tangential Thoughts. And then just about to go through them. My very first book, Tangential Thoughts, is filled with quotes and pictures. Some quotes you may have heard before, some quotes I heard in conversation, and then it has my response to the quote. So this one, you know what I'm saying? If I see you when I see you, if I see you. Might take a Polaroid picture. You can sign my book, write in it, leave a message, you know what I'm saying, date it up. That was my first book. And then my second book, it talks about, you know, how my uncle and ex-friends and them plotted against me. Tells my side of the story. So the first part of the book is like a journal. And then Tangential Thoughts version 2, you see it. The Project Extinction is on. Right then and there. So it has everything version 1 has, and then in the back, yes sir. I forget when I smoked my first Arturo Fuente. You know what I'm saying? But it tells that story of, you know what I'm saying, what happened, what led us onto this path. So that was version 2, and then my third book is when I started doing the poetry and the freestyles. And so this is art versus artist, but I really should change this into art versus poet. And so it lists all those creative achievements in 2023. And then it starts to, you know, go through the freestyles. So this was the first time I published a book in one day. Like I just sat down, boom, published it. And so this is when I started getting into the freestyles. So this is art versus artist Mamba edition, the paperback. And then, in order to do a hardcover, because I don't really care for paperbacks, when we do a hardcover, you had to have at least 75 pages, so I did 50 more freestyles and added it some more. So I did 50 more freestyles, added a little puzzle and a maze in the back. And so here's Art versus Artist, Mamba edition, my 4th book. And then my 5th book is called 5. My 5th book is called 5. On the back it says Kim Dynasty, and this one actually, first of all, this is one of my, so you just saw 3, 4, and 5 are actually relatively big books. They're big, but this one actually reads backwards. This is where we start the backwards reading of the books. So here's that my fifth book in black and white. Then we're starting to get a little legendary status. We're starting to get to a little legendary status. So actually, when I started really getting into like the covers and it was easier for me to make my own book cover, I updated Tangential Thoughts version 1. So this is the new cover. So Tangential Thoughts version 1 hardcover has this cover. The paperback has the star. And then we got my first book published in color. Graffiti Jungle 6. So my 6th book is called Graffiti Jungle. My 6th book is called Graffiti Jungle. And this is the first book that I published in color. First book that I published in color. And so I think this was a cigar that I smoked. I just smoked it on April 15th. I think I was walking with this book. So this was a cigar I smoked when I unboxed this book. And so that one on the inside was that I just smoked that day. All right, so that was my first 6 books. And now, without any further ado, I did kind of want to just show off, you know what I'm saying, the Project Extinction merch. Gotta hit him with the Project Extinction merch. The rope belt, you feel me? Project Extinction merch, rope belt, you feel me? All right. So now, let's go ahead and unbox the 7th book. Let's go ahead and unbox that. But of course, like I said, this is Cigar Top. And so, quiet as kept. It was like, all last week I hadn't smoked, you know what I'm saying? I can only smoke whenever, you know what I'm saying, the opportunity arises. I'm able to, get a cigar, get some tobacco, and I ran into my mentor. I was at the library, ran into my mentor, and she was like, yo, you're totally off the grid. What's going on with you? Where you at? What are you doing? And now if you haven't seen me in a year, where she hadn't seen or talked to me. So for me to say like, yeah, yo, I done published 6, 7 books. 7 now, you know what I'm saying? I done published 7 books, over 1,000 YouTube videos. It's just, I was living out the car, learned how to fish, learned how to crochet. I was doing my Project Extinction design. So my first 7 books, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna have enough time to really smoke all of this, but today's date is Cinco de Mayo. It is the 5th of May, May 5th, 2024, and it's a Sunday. It started raining a little bit. It rained throughout the night, and then on and off throughout the day. But my book got delivered. So my 6th book got delivered last month. Did an unboxing for that, and it got delivered on the solar eclipse day. And then today, my 7th book got delivered on Cinco de Mayo. So here we go. Now, I also lost my knife. And you know me, man. I was unboxing everything with my knife. Don't know where it's at. There it is. My 7th book. There it is.